Well, I'm manga guys. I'm back with another video. We're in the Hashira training arc of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. Short, it's pretty short. Chapters 28 to 130, chapters 138, 128 to 136. But ends on a cliffhanger. This is more development. Because after this arc, it's the final battle, which is split up into two parts. Which makes sense. Because the final part of the arc would be against the second part would be against Muzan, but the first part would most likely be against the rest of the 12 Kizuki that are left. There's technically 3 left. No, wait. 4. There are 4 left, which makes it confusing. It's kind of confusing. This is going to be a tough one to explain, but it gets more development. Even to a character we've seen a little bit more. Anyway, continue where we left off. Kanto's now, once again, back at the battlefield match and recovering. Explain everyone to the Kashiki. About everything. Oh, village have to go into hiding and stuff. Hey there. I just keep getting with a cold now. Sorry. You know what I mean though. Anyway. He asks about Jessica how everything's been going with her. So she now can walk in the sunlight. Tanto tells him that she's been doing all night getting used to the sunlight too and started to talk more again. So I guess because of her demon nature, she couldn't talk properly. This is great development for her character. I can't wait to see what she does in the next arc. Zenitsu again, or Zenitsu on her. It's hard to explain. Basically, you know what he's like at this point. At this point, he hasn't developed much. At least so far. Could be a development in the next arc. Who knows? I'll probably continue reading it today. Because I want to complete the series. I've been enjoying it. I've been reading the stuff and ones that have been adapted into the anime since 2019 up to 2021. 2022 actually. Because we got the adaptation of the Sorcerer Village arc coming out next year in 2023. Yes, it's coming out next year. I looked it up. Sad. Can't we have to wait a whole year? And again, the Mugen Train will be released back in 2020, a year after the film. If it weren't for the COVID delay, maybe Demon Slayer might actually end in an earlier date in 2021. Or maybe it ends in late 2020 or late 2020. If it weren't for the COVID pandemic. I don't blame them for anything. It's because of China that the pandemic came. But things are starting to get back to normal more now. Enough about that. I don't want to talk about something depressing. So anyway, she kind of ignores Zenitsu and says hi to her Inosuke. They're pretty excited anyway. Even though she won't be human, at least she can walk in the sunlight. Tamayo doesn't know if she's turning back to human or she's evolving into a powerful demon. Nezuko was very unique for a demon. So, I'm curious to know why. Not even Kimetsu knows why. But he does plan this because he's searching for her. Anyway. Gojo's still going to the hospital. The master holds a meeting with the Hashira, but he's so ill that he cannot meet with him. So his wife goes in his place. Also, this this arc has a mistranslation in one chapter. I can't remember what chapter that is exactly, but I'll tell you the mistranslation. Because it's obvious if you've been paying attention to the series from the beginning. Anyway. Yeah. They basically talk about the mark that's appeared recently on both Mushiro and Mitsuri. They got brilliant development, and this arc gives some more development to some of the other Hashira as well. Is it one? So yeah, there's one. Iku has not yet got developments. I don't think he ever will, because he's a narcissistic little prick. And I think this might be adapted into late 2023 or early 2024. My guess is the series will conclude in 2025. That's my guess. Yeah, my guess is Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba anime will finish in sometime in 2025. It's just a guess though, because it could possibly end an earlier date or a later date. It depends on how well they release it. I mean, it's just started releasing on Blu-ray in the UK recently, because they recently released the Mugen Train arc the movie version that is on Blu-ray. Anyway, and she tells them that the Hashira, the earliest Hashira, and when the first demon person used breathing techniques, had one of our mark, and you know that man would be the guy with the sun breathe. I nicknamed the sun Hashira. That's my nickname him for now. Even though we don't clear whether he was a Demon Slayer swordsman, or just a regular swordsman, his nickname is Samurai. Like that actually may give us more clues about the character. Anyway, Muchiro explains what he experienced when the mark appeared on him. He didn't notice it. I should remember Tanjiro's work. So I got quick note. The Sun Hashira, people who remember the show marking appeared on the Sun Hashira, the marks appeared on the other Hashira. Yeah, Muchiro recounts what I'm not going for that detailed explanation. Basically remembers the exact events that the mark appeared. But, wow. The demon Slayer, or the woman, the head of the wife, informs them of the person who put the first time a mark appeared on someone's head, who wasn't a Hashira, and that's named Hajio Kabado. The mark first appeared in the Entertainment District arc, which was over 2 arcs ago. Man, I can't believe it's been that long since it's been a while since I started this review. Like, seriously. It was about a couple months ago when I started reading the Demon Slayer manga, and it's been an enjoyable read. Anyway, so they say he gets some training done. I should say get some training done. The marks are sort of important. Yeah, but why? There's still a mystery to be specific. Yeah, but Guido decides to step up to training. Yeah. Oh. Even though they didn't get the fight, we see the breathing techniques. The characters that developed in this arc are really great. I thought I'd have more arcs about these characters. Oh, also, Shinagizawa's brother is actually Genya. I can't believe I forgot it last time. Genya Shinagizawa. And his brother's name's Sume. I know. And Genghis can become Tanjiro's friend now. Yeah. Although Tanjiro believed in him when no one else did. That earned his respect for Tanjiro. So yeah. Zenitsu warns Tanjiro about everything. And we won't see Nezuko for quite a while in this arc. But it does end on a cliffhanger. But not just the Hashira training. Hashira will be training a lot of the other Demon Slayer swordsmen as well, while also building their own skills. It's a good idea for the characters to get stronger. God, since Tanjiro is still not clear to leave yet, he can't participate. So, yeah. Also, none of the other Demon Slayers know about Tamayo. Yeah. It's only the Master who knows about Lady Tamayo. And, well, what she be about what we get later on? Yeah, she appears in his arc. That could be. I suspect that. Curious to know how the Master knows about her. So yeah, they all do some training. So as they get better, Tanjiro was able to join in on the on the training. The first part of the training is with Tengen Uzui. It looks pretty decent, interesting now. Oh, as you know, he lost his eye in the last arc in 2 arcs ago. He's wearing a cool black special eye patch. Not like a pirate eye patch now. We don't see his hands, but you know, he's happy to see Tanjiro again. Because he has respect for him. Tanjiro may be naive, and Tanjiro may be inexperienced sometimes, but his heart gets a lot of, where he fought and to help people, earns a lot of people's respect. Next up is training with Muchiro, sorry. He's able to pass pretty quickly. He's got quite strong. He's able to keep up with Muchiro's attack. Next, he trains with Mitsui. Yeah, Mitsui. That was a weird one. She had them wear weird outfits, like ballet outfits or something. But the weird dances. But I think I get it. Because remember, her sword's able to bend, so she must be pretty agile. Able to flex her body into different positions. Able to move her body with such precise. That's the whole point of the dancing. Most likely help help your body move a little quicker. You know, like that is clever. I really got. Because remember, as you know from many training montages with some stories, they always see like a joke. But that type of training really helps your skills. So you get that. Ooh, wait a minute. Next I was training Uguro. Uguro's not that. It's pretty massive. That's when it's training. Well, not exact. As in the ones that are weak are tied up and used for practice. That's fucking insane. So yeah, never piss Iguro off. Okay. So Tanjiro likes to talk to Gil. You know? Gil's had a lot of funny moments in this arc. Some funny faces too. The first time you ever saw him have a funny face was the Mount Nataguma arc. When Inosuke was, that face. I mean, the character is so I mean, when the character first appeared, he was just seeing the serious type not to have so many comedic moments. Putting him out not to come on proved us wrong. I like that. I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. He doesn't want to train Tom. Tanjiro asked to train with it. You know, it's kind of. He says he's a little pissy about Tanjiro not mastering water breathing. Interesting. Definitely interaction before. You know, also those two interacted was actually towards the end of the rehabilitation training arc before they left for the Muka train arc. You know? That's the last time Tanjiro and Gil interacted. I can't believe he was being like, oh man, Tanjiro was just a simple charcoal. Simple, just an ordinary kid who was so cool to make some money for his family. And people in the town knew him as a kind boy. It's a shame we didn't get to spend an entire story on that. Like, we just fixed away very quickly. I agree that part is just disappointing. I just wish they'd done it more, you know. Oh well. Anyway. Hey, you got a letter from the master earlier saying, telling him that he has to help Tomioka. Because he's not really training with the others and stuff. After persistent, Gil tells her he's not fit. He's not fit to be the water Hashira. Here's the story. This goes back to what about the very first arc. Actually, I was curious about this myself. Turns out Gil actually. See, Gil was not supposed. Was lucky to survive Mount Not. Was lucky to survive the selection, final selection. He didn't pass it. There was another boy there who also knew all the breathing. He's now like, where's this going? And he knew. Gil was kind of friends with him. That's none other Sabito. Yeah, this I was always wondering this actually. Like, as you know, Tomioka is a water breather, so and Sabito as well. That was a playable character in Demon Slayer. But I wasn't sure how of the interactions. I don't think Tomioka actually knew about the demon that killed him. So if you haven't been following my series much, Sabito was take well, Rokudaki has a habit of taking in people who lost their families. Interesting enough, Gil has an older sister who's gonna get married, but a demon attacked and she saved his life by giving up her own. That's dark. That's deep, man. Deep. I get this is not a kid's anime story, I know that. That's not what I mean. Man, we didn't know much about Toyoga's family life. Each person had their own reason for joining the Demon Slayer cause. Money, fame, well, not fame. They all had their own reasons. But most of them actually came in because they lost their families. You know? Because a lot of the others want to be strong. Take down demons and stuff. So yeah, I was curious to know Tomioka knew anything about Sabito. So basically, he and Gil were around the same age when they knew each other. So that makes Sabito about around the same age as Tomioka. I just said that. But sorry. We don't know how long ago it was since Sabito was killed. And I was so thinking of having one of 30, or was it 13 years ago? I can't remember. Anyway, Sabito managed to kill all the demons there. Well, Gil was hurt by the first demon that came across. Sabito protected him and got him I'll tell you to another slayer to take her to safety. I think that was the last time we ever heard from Sabito. So yeah. Oh, shocking to know. As I said, I was curious to know if they knew if Tomioka knew about Sabito. Because as a Rokudoki said, those who went by the selection, those who took in that went to by the selection, never came back. He said recent days. Have you seen Rokudoki really careful like his own? You didn't really see that in him. It's been a while since we last saw Rokudoki actually. Last to be honest was actually at the end of the first arc. He gets me mentions, I don't know, you know. I really hope we get to see him again. He was a Hashira himself. So yeah. That's why Tomioka feels like he's not the water Hashira. Because he feels like he should have died that day. Tanjiro does understand how Tomioka feels because he felt that way with Rengoku. Yes. It's sad we lost Rengoku. But Tanjiro gives him words of encouragement. This is not how he wanted. This is probably not what Sabito wants. You know, I think I really got through to Tomioka. Sometimes I'll call him Gyo or Tomioka, just depends. You know? Anyway, little detail I didn't know in the anime, but in the anime he's played by John Young Bosch. Black Ranger himself. Man. It's hard to, I didn't even know he was a voice actor until a couple of years ago. I know about that. Anyway. That Gyo leaves. You can see those words when he got to him. Still say what his men will want. I like that. A personal connection between him and Sabito. Because I said it again, I was wondering if Gyo actually knew about Sabito. Because we do not know when. Because Tomioka's God knows about the apprentices. But and Sabito was the last apprentice before Tanjiro. So you know it was a lot. So yeah. Anyway, Tanjiro continued trail. Eventually make it to Shinikazawa. The interaction is hilarious. He does not like Tanjiro. Told him Kikoki because he doesn't like him. And Tanjiro says, that's fine. I don't like you either. You stabbed Mexico. That was a very good one there. We thought Tanjiro hates demons and Satan the brothers. But no. He didn't seem like he hates Shinikazawa. I really like that there. That was hilarious. Anyway. Hey, Tanjiro's doing brutal training on Zenitsu. Well, Tanjiro over here is getting trying to talk to his brother, but Tsunami, maybe it's something. Tsunami despises his brother. Yeah. He just wanted his brother's approval. He wanted to apologize for what happened all years ago. But Shinagasawa doesn't want to hear it. But when Genya says that he's even ate demon flesh, that surprises him. And, well, he goes to poke his eyes out, but Hachiro steps in to save Genya. We have an argument and a fight. Little detail of Tanjiro's body. He has scars on his body now. Yeah, he's got some scars. No detail there. I know. Those are mostly from the events of the Entertainment District arc. We don't see him shirtless in the Entertainment District after that arc. So he also sees the wounds through the last arc too. Right, after that scuffle, they're forbidden from going to each other. So anyway, Tanjiro and Zenitsu head out for their final prior to training. Also, Shinobu's not part of the training this time. Let's see. Gyome, Himajime. So yeah, the next one is with the next part of training was with the Stone Hashira, Gyome Himajima. I really got terrible handwriting. This is a better backstory in a way too. He's blind, by the way, obviously. So yeah, Tanjiro did his best. After many days of training, he managed to move the boulder, so Inosuke, yeah, he's there too. Also, getting a thanks Tanjiro for Hara. Now explains a few things about the Stone Hashira. Because looks like he was doing some training with him. That's why we saw it together at the climax of the final season of the Mugen Train arc. You know, when we get to see all the Hashira. Back to Red Goku's tragic death. Um, Kyomei says he respects Tanjiro. You know, but going after the demon, well, so it won't hurt people or no. But Tanjiro tells him the truth that it was Natsuko who made the sacrifice. You know, so he doesn't deserve respect, but Kyomei says he still respects him. Because he's kind and caring. He wants to help people. Genya has Gyome has trust issues in a way. Basically, a long time ago, he brought in a group of orphans. Okay, cover. One day, one of them broke the rules and went out, stayed out in the forest, where a demon came and said, so the boy bargained for his life with the demon. He sold out the other kids, and Gyome. So he put up, there was some Mysterio candles put up in front of the house to keep the demons away, but the boy put them out. 4 kids were slaughtered. The others didn't listen. There's only one kid who listened, the young girl. So basically all the kids were killed, except the girl. Gyome beat the crap, killed that demon with his bare hands. But the girl didn't thank him, saying that he killed everyone, that he's a monster. But she was only 4. He did feel a little hurt that she didn't say thank you. But she understood that she's only 4 years old. So she must have misinterpreted the situation. It went for the master, he would have been executed. That was just heartbreaking. Kyomei was a kind person who took those kids in. Like, treating them like a family. And misfortune falls on them. But he respects Tanjiro how good he is. Because he didn't respect him the first time they met. But you get the point. Anyway, after that, Tanjiro goes up the hill and meet Tomioka, where he sees him battling against Shinigazawa. We see wind breathing for the first. We see the wind breathing techniques. So mostly the first people who used the Hashira to use the breathing techniques did not commit. Must have used all the ones based on the elements: water, fire, earth. wind, the four elements. Yeah, I think there's four, I'm not sure. So yeah. Tanjiro gonna break up the fight, you know. You know, anyways, well, more things happen. And Shinigami just punch him all the way. Don't Yoka stay by his side though. You know? Makes me times how they were just practicing and training themselves. Yeah. Anyway. Also the scene with Mr. Lady Tamayo, where the master sends a crow out to ask a favor from Lady Tamayo. She didn't know any much about the master. She just thought he wanted to kill her. No, the master knew about her, but he left her alone because he knows she's a good person. She's not a bad person. She's kind. Wants to help people. She is reluctant to trust. But the crow shows her that they do not have any ill will. Now, this is why I mentioned earlier in the mistranslation. When she asks where Yushiro is, he tells her that he's fine. He's just upstairs. This is the part of the mistranslation. Right? It said her. They accidentally added an R on the end. Even though we know Yushiro is a boy. I've proven so we've seen him before. So it's just a accidental mistranslation there. So it's just a mistranslation. That can happen. So that scene happened sometime earlier. Then a certain someone pays the master a visit. Another moves on Kibutsuji. So he's found the mansion. And that's what he ends on a cliffhanger. So maybe I'll check on the last arc out later. Almost simply the last arc separated into two parts. So yeah, I'm going to review the first part and we'll review the second part. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, hit that thumbs up button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. You're today all news that comes out in the future. And we're coming to the end of Demon Slayer pretty soon. I can't wait to read the final chapter. So until next time, keep reading manga, guys. Killsuke out.